Broadcasting live from the University of North Texas, this is NTTV Nightly News.
Thanks for joining us on NTTV Nightly News. I'm Isabella Quintanilla.
And I'm Madison Myers. We begin tonight with developing news from Duncanville.
A Texas high school basketball powerhouse has been hit with punishments from the University Interscholastic League, better known as UIL.
NTTV Sports anchor Brandon Brunworth has more on the story.
The UIL State Executive Committee has just ruled that the Duncanville boys basketball team must forfeit all games played in the 2021-22 seasons.
So we're going to play a little game and we need your help. The question of the day is, what Halloween candy is preferred by dentists? Is it chocolate? Is it caramel? Sour candy? Or gummy candy?
Think you know the answer? Stick around for the reveal.
Kyle, what are you trying out for us today?
Thank you so much, ladies. Well, I'm here over at Dickel's Smokehouse, home of the famous fried soul food egg roll. I'm here with my new friend Tino Sosa. So, Tino.
Yes, sir.
What is a fried soul food egg roll? What goes in it? How is it prepared? Tell us.
At least 4 are dead after a Russian airstrike on Kyiv earlier today. A fleet of kamikaze drones struck the capital of Ukraine, setting off a string of explosions. After 30 years of service in Missouri and Colorado, Chief Doug Shoemaker was introduced this morning as the new head of the Denton Police Department.
And as temperatures drop, Christmas tree prices are on the rise. We'll explain what this means for you tonight.
Honestly, Maddie, with all this talk about inflation, I'm a little nervous to start prepping for the big meal next week.
Well, lucky for you, Sydney, NTTV's Crystal Prentice is here to talk about some tips to save this Turkey Day. Crystal?
As officials continue to investigate the Wings of Dallas airshow crash that claimed 6 lives on Saturday, the period of mourning for family and friends is just beginning. Earlier today, the commemorative Air Force released the names of each of the victims. 5 men were aboard the B-17 Flying Fortress at the time of the crash, and 1 was aboard the P-63 King Cobra. Neither aircraft were giving rides to customers at that time. A former city councilman, an aircraft mechanic, and 2 veteran pilots were among those killed. Information on the remaining victims was not immediately available.
That's all we have from us. Let's take it back to Kyle one last time.
Well, everybody, I think I'm all set here. So, good night, North Texas, and have a safe and happy Halloween.
This is NTTV Nightly News.
Thanks for joining us on NTTV Nightly News. I'm Madison Myers.
And I'm Sydney Deshawn. The midterm elections are just over 2 weeks away and early voting numbers are surging. As of this morning, over 7 million ballots have already been cast across 39 states. November's voter turnout is expected to be higher than the midterm elections in 2018. So far, 50% of those early ballots were cast by Democrats, 32% by Republicans, and 19% for other parties. Early voting in Texas opened today, which means Denton residents can now cast their ballots by mail or in person at any polling location in the county. Anyone who is planning to vote in person must first present a valid form of ID. Texas currently accepts 7 forms of ID, including a Texas driver's license, a passport, and a military identification card. NTTV's Kyle Orr is out at the UNT Gateway Center with more on where and how you can vote in Denton County. Kyle?
Thanks, Sydney. I'm over here at UNT's Gateway Center, which is serving as the primary voting location for students who choose to vote early through November 4th. So while knowing how and where to vote is important, it's not the only thing that voters need to keep an eye out for. Maddie, what can you tell us?
Well, Kyle, one watchdog group is warning voters that election misinformation is taking over the internet. In an experiment, the team from New York University says it pushed 20 false ads to several of the most popular social media platforms, and most of the ads were approved. They were designed to decrease voter turnout, with some falsely stating that voting days would be extended. However, the team pulled all of the ads before they were actually placed on the websites. In response, TikTok says it has recently taken steps to safeguard political content. Facebook says the study does not accurately represent the company's review process. Regardless, the takeaway is double-check the information you see on the internet.
Well, Maddie, I was actually studying for my midterm this morning, and I was so happy it was raining outside. I haven't seen rain in forever.
Neither was I, Sydney. I wonder if there will be any more rain in the forecast. Our weather anchor, Ryan Cantrell, can tell us more about what to expect. Ryan?
Well, I'll tell you guys what, I saw those storms as well, and there were some very high wind reports out in Decatur, 60 miles per hour winds, so hopefully everyone is okay. Back to you guys at the desk.
Thanks, Ryan. Tonight, UNT police are still investigating an incident early last Wednesday morning. A student reported that she was sexually assaulted on campus. More information with Annabella Reza.
Thanks, Maddie. It was reported that she had a few drinks prior to the assault. Sydney, back to you at the desk.
Thanks, Annabelle. 2 people were killed in a shooting at the Methodist Dallas Medical Center this weekend. KDFW-TV reports that 2 employees, Jacqueline Pokwa and Annette Flowers, were shot on duty in the mother-baby unit. The suspect has been identified as Nestor Hernandez, a 30-year-old parolee with a lengthy criminal record. On Saturday morning, Hernandez was attending the birth of his child when a heated argument with his girlfriend got out of hand. He pulled a gun and shot the 2 employees before being injured by the hospital police officer. Hernandez is currently being treated at another hospital but has been charged with capital murder. New worries tonight. Hospitals across the country still might not see the end of COVID-19.
And schools are also still seeing the repercussions of COVID-19 and its impact on students. Find out how coming up.